by inviting Mr. Prem Singh, CHRO, JP organization to kindly share his views. Mr. Prem Singh.
But I can feel that. Good morning.
Good morning. Good
That
morning.
sounds better. So, sure. Thank you, Neha, for making that easy for me. Dignitaries of the dais, ladies and gentlemen in the auditorium, in the hall, and the organizing team. I think first of all, I would like all of you to give a big round of applause to the Government of India organization for seamlessly planning and executing G20 event throughout last 1 year. So please put your hands together for everyone. You know, I like to talk about two stories. Last year, in 2022, we had a very prominent sports event, FIFA. There was one big surprise. Any guess what was the surprise? The surprise was there was one team which nobody thought would even qualify to come into the tournament. And this team not only qualified, but it also started winning matches one after the other. Another surprise was this team went into the quarter-final. And third surprise was this team went into the semi-final. And biggest surprise was it fought against a team which was very respected for its sporting skills. And this team fought against French. Any guess which team was this? Moroccan team. So Moroccan team, nobody thought that they would be a contender anyway. But this surprise brings home a point that just because the past is not glorious doesn't mean you cannot create a glorious future. I think similar things are happening, particularly in the context of India. And let me just share some data points. Number one, last year, based upon one research which was brought out by Mint, number of digital online transactions in India were more than 4 large major economies put together. Yes, my friends, you heard it right. The number of digital transactions, online transactions that happened in India last year were more than the economies led by US, China, EU and New Zealand. All these 4 major economies put together were less than what happened in India. That's a data point. Now let's go back a little bit. What would have led to this? You see, the transformation of economies generally happens in a very sequential manner. That is what history tells us. For example, any economy and major economies have taken that route, follows this sequential route. From agrarian, you go to manufacturing economy, from manufacturing you go to service economy, and from service you go to data economy or IT economy. In case of India, I think this is one unique example. From agrarian, we have kind of leapfrogged into service economy. And now we are pole vaulting to the data economy or IT economy. You see, that is the reason why we have been so successful in navigating a lot of complex social problems through digital, through IT progress. You know, during the COVID time, while the entire world was busy worrying about India, that India will take anywhere between 15 to 18 years to vaccinate its population, India surprised everyone by not only vaccinating its entire population within 12 to 15 months, but also surprised the entire world by providing vaccines to many countries, including many developed countries. What would have led to this? Now let's just go slightly deeper. You see, if you look at India's demography, the average age of India today, the median age as they call it, is 28 and a half years. That means young India is a significant competitive advantage. And if there is one reason why India has been extremely fast to adapt technology, to adapt digital, is because of the youth, because of this high young population of the country. You see, the number of people in India who are between 15 years to 35 years is 66%. That makes it extremely advantageous for India to embrace, to adapt very quickly whatever the new technology that comes. That's a big advantage. And to my guest from Mongolia, His Excellency, Mongolian Commissioner, on behalf of India, I say that India, and also to other foreign guests, I say that India, with its policy of Vasudha Kutumbakam, can make significant contributions not only to the progress of India, but also to the progress of the entire globe. Merely because we have a significant competitive advantage in terms of demographic advantage, merely because we have a very high digital quotient and extremely fast, extremely quickly growing startup ecosystem that places us at a significantly competitive advantage with respect to many other economies. You see, today, India in the globe, in the entire world, is the third largest growing startup ecosystem in the world. That's not something which we can just brush aside. A country which many other economies would have dismissed is now becoming a growing power, a power to reckon with. The focus on digital, focus on technology, focus on green, focus on solar has already identified India as a growing superpower in terms of economics, in terms of trade, in terms of industry. I think the G20 presents a unique opportunity not only to India but also to the entire globe. I like to just talk about two data points here concerning G20. Based upon our research, G20 could have added at least 1 million new jobs in the last 12-15 months within India. New jobs. Number one. Number two, because of the successful planning and execution of G20, about 10% addition could happen to the trade between India and the G20 countries. That's a big opportunity. Based on this data, based on the Indian prowess, I submit to all the dignitaries here, all the entrepreneurs here, please utilize this opportunity to the best possible extent that you can do, because it is your moment. It's an opportunity that all of you as entrepreneurs, all of us as Indians, as global citizens must seize and make sure that we make the best use of this opportunity. With this, I just like to end with a small couplet. इम्तिहान अभी और भी है, मंजिलें अभी और भी है. इम्तिहान अभी और भी है, मंजिलें अभी और भी है. नापी है मुट्ठी भर जमी हमने, अभी तो पूरा आसमां बाकी है. Thank you very much. God bless.
Thank you very much. पूरा आसमां भी बाकी है और पूरा दिन भी बाकी है, सेशन बाकी है.